Hi everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And I had a request to do a reading on Jim Jordan. He is he's a member of the House of Representatives since 2007. He represents Ohio's 4th District, and I believe he is a member of the Freedom Caucus. I didn't actually read about him. I know a little bit about him. I know that whenever he opens his mouth, I tend to vehemently disagree. I believe he was one of the people who kept doing the Benghazi stuff. I think sort of 8 investigations, and 12 hours of testimony from Clinton. And they never found anything. It's like the only thing they could hook their fish hook into, and he was just relentless and asking the same questions and the same questions. He's very single pointed. So I figured, instead of reading about him using Wikipedia, which I guess I could have done, I thought I would just do his numbers, and so I did his numbers quickly. And this is not a, and I don't even know if you can see all this. Okay, his name is James Daniel Jordan, and he was born in February. What is it? February 17th, 1964. And I did his numbers, and just very quickly, both his soul vibration, which is his inner self, and his outer personality are ones. And so he's very single-minded. His soul vibration is a 28/1. 28/1 is the Two of Swords, right? And so when you see the Two of Swords in the deck, there's sort of like an obstruction. So we could say that he has an obstructionist tendency. Of course, the one is very self-oriented, very single-minded. It is associated with Aries, sign of Aries. He is not an Aries. He's actually an Aquarius. Yes, he's an Aquarius. But that one can be very sort of like pugilistic, right? Warlike. His 37/1 vibration is the King of Cups. It's also a 1. And the King of Cups, the energy of the King of Cups is that he has emotions that he won't look at. Okay, so he's not paying attention to his emotions. Incidentally, Trump's shadow vibration is a 37/1. So Trump's shadow and his outer personality are the same vibration, and so they sort of potentiate each other. His expression, which is the balance of the inner and outer self, the adding of the soul vibration and the quiescent vibration, comes to a 65/11. That's a Capricorn vibration. But the 11 is about relationship. And in order for him to have balance between his inner and outer self, he needs to foster and make relationships. Now you would say, well, he doesn't seem to be doing very good at that. Perhaps one of the reasons is that his shadow vibration is also an 11. It's a different 11. It's a 29/11 vibration. And the 29/11 is the Three of Swords. It is associated with Bina in the Tree of Life. Bina is associated with the Divine Feminine. And so he has a block there. Okay, not surprising, right? Blocked feminine energy. And then, of course, with an 11 shadow, relating and compromise are very difficult. Karmically, he has a 2 karma, meaning that he doesn't have any letters in his name that vibrate to a 2. And so he's really come in to learn that. He needs to do that every day. So, I mean, maybe he does it in his home life. He doesn't seem to do it in his professional life. He also has a 2 on the emotional and a 2 on the intuitive plane. So there is this sense of not necessarily feeling his emotions. Now, I haven't looked at his chart. I believe when you were born in 1964, I believe your North Node is in Cancer, and your South Node is in Capricorn, or is it the opposite? I should probably check that. The nodes are in North nodes in Capricorn, South nodes in Cancer. No, North nodes in Cancer, South nodes in Capricorn now. Okay. Um, his path of life is a 39/3 vibration. That's the Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups is somebody who can be very idealistic and focused on the idealism of his quest, but not really be concerned with or notice the reality of a situation. So this can be somebody who's very, very idealistic, uh, and very single-minded, is supposed to be learning about how to relate and how to sort of reach over the aisle, but he doesn't seem all that interested in it. So that's just numerologically. So let's look at let's do a reading on him. I believe he is up his seat is up in 2020. So let's see how he does with that. Let's just sort of get a look at him. I hope his seat up is in 2020. I'd like to see him leave. Although I don't know what the likeliness is in Ohio. All right. So I'm just shuffling up, and just give me a minute or two. It's a beautiful day here today, but the pollen is like outrageous. So if I start coughing, I'll apologize up front. Outrageous amounts of pollen. It's tree pollen. I think all the trees are blooming now. Okay. The immediate environment. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a vibration that, of course, has dominion, and he does have dominion. He has a position of power in the house, and the King of Wands is a fire sign, and fire signs can be very sort of single-pointed and sort of narcissistic or self-involved. Not a lot of awareness of other people. They tend to judge how things are going by how other people reflect them, how other people feel about them, or whether they're, saying great things about them or disdaining them. Like they like the attention. Okay, so this is a guy who likes the attention that he receives. Let's see what's crossing it. Okay, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. I think because he's in the House, of course, and not the Senate, he feels like the work that he's doing is not really, uh, he's not really harvesting any fruit from it. But that's because the Democrats are in charge, and so he can only do what he can do. I think he's used to having the power, and he doesn't like not having the power. Okay, let's see what's at the root here. Okay, and we have money. And so money is a core motivating factor for him. There is a theory about the Freedom Caucus. I believe he might be one of the Koch people, one of the people that Koch pushed in. And so, of course, they want to hold on to all their money. Okay, let's see what's in the past. We have the Page of Cups. Uh, Page of Cups in the past. I'm going to leave it. I'm not sure what it means yet, but I should be able to figure it out. What's in the sky? The Page of Swords. Okay. So 2 pages here. The Page of Swords is having to watch your back. It's immature action. I think both of these are. I think immature emotional action in the past. Okay. That very idealism, all that stuff. And then we have, in the sky, we have the Page of Swords. Now, I would be interested to see if there's going to be something around pages with him. And I mean like political pages, right? So there could be that. And this could be something coming out, listening to the whispers in the wind. So we'll just put that out there. I'm not sure that's even something. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Another page. Wow. All these young men. Wow. Or young women. They could be women as well. So this also could be a new plan being hatched. This is a new plan being hatched. Everything is in its infancy, except for the emotions, because that's in the past. But the actions are in the infancy, and the financial backing is in its infancy. Or again, this could be actual people around him, young people around him. How this is seen from the outside. Okay, I think he's seen as bought and paid for. That's the kind of feeling I get with that. This is also it's the 6511 vibration. It's his expression vibration. It's his expression vibration. So perhaps the people that he's in relationship with are not the people that he works with, but with the people he works for. And that kind of would make sense, because that is sort of like the money, right? Uh, Domestic situation. Okay, a lot of burdens. So he feels burdened. He feels overwhelmed. I don't know what's happening in his personal life. This could be his personal life, or it could just be his work life. You can only deny, and obscure, and obstruct so much. Eventually, there's just too much. It's like too many balls in the air. One is bound to drop, right? Okay. Let's see the hopes and fears. Okay. This looks like jail time. Now, I don't know if he's done anything to bring that on. This could also just be the fear of not having the freedom to do what he wants to do. Remember, this guy is a double one, so he's going to want to be able to do what he wants to do, unencumbered, and this person is encumbered. I wonder if he wouldn't want, if he's not feeling like he's of any use, or that he can't get what he wants done, I wonder if he's going to step aside or something like that. But let's see what the cards say. Okay, so he has to make a choice. This is the choice card. And I don't think he's made his choice quite yet. I don't think he's made his choice quite yet. So the jury is out on whether he's going to stay or not. Let's see what's under the deck here. The Hierophant. Okay, the government. I don't know. I wonder if he's tired of being in the House and he might want to go into the Senate. Maybe he wants to go up, go up in the world. So, but what I would say about Jim Jordan is that he has the financial backing. He's trying to come up with a new idea that could be the Senate. I don't know how that. I don't know who's in the Senate from Ohio. I don't know if it's even an option. But this guy is making new plans for something, and but the choice hasn't been made yet. So, all right, that's what I see on Jim Jordan. I hope that's helpful. I don't, like I said, know that much about him, except what I gleaned from his numbers. So if you enjoyed that, like and subscribe. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. Um, and if I have the opportunity, I will do a reading on it. Okay, talk to you soon. Thanks again. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thank you. Just thank you. Take care. Bye.